Hi, welcome to Nexwave Marketing mobile app tutorial. This is Sean here, and right now we're in chapter 2. And in this chapter, I'm basically going to go through with you on a few things, which is the overview of the backend, the 5 main features of the mobile app, and the do's and the don'ts. So without any further ado, we'll just go straight into the mobile app. Okay, by now you should have gotten the Firefox downloaded, as I requested in chapter 1. So once you got the Firefox downloaded, you copy the URL from our email that we gave you. So this is a URL right here. I'm going to copy this URL. I'm going to paste it onto my browser, and I'm going to click enter. And here I am. I have come to the backend. I already logged in, so I'm just going to log out. So this is how it's going to look like when you come to the URL. So you're going to have a space here for your username and for your password. So go back to the email, copy the username that you have, and the password. The password is usually PASSWORD. Password is just standard. So once you've gotten that, you will be able to go to our backend. Okay, this is actually our backend, as you see right here. Okay, in our backend there are 5 main things that you need to know. Number 1 is functionality. Number 2 is content. Number 3 is appearances. Number 4 is preview, and number 5 is publish. Functionality is where all your tabs will be. You may ask me, what are tabs? Tabs are something like pages. In your website you have contact us, about us, services, tools. Just like that, in a mobile app they call it tabs. So you see home, about us, your product, contact us, property listing, whatever it could be. These are all tabs, and each tabs have different functions and different features. So you come to functionality page to actually add in your tabs. So later on in the video tutorials, in the chapters, we will go through with you one by one on how to basically what happens inside these pages. In content is obviously where you add in content to these tabs. So for example, let's say you have a tab called about us. You go to content. Content is where you basically add those informations. In appearances is where you determine how your app will appear, what kind of grid you want your apps to look like, what are the color background, the color of the button, what is the design of the button that you want to have, and all these things you actually determine in the appearance. And final tool would be preview. Preview, it gives you a live preview of how your app will look like on someone else's mobile phone. So when you come to preview, you can basically play around with it. And finally, publish. Okay, publish to App Store. This is a service that we actually do it for you. So when you receive this mobile app from us, take note that the mobile app is already submitted onto Apple and Android platform. That means we have already gotten the information from you, and we've already designed the app for you, and we've already submitted it. So right now, as you're watching this tutorial, your app is probably under process for approval. And in our Android, it takes about 3 to 5 working days. For Apple, it takes about 21 working days for the app to be approved. So once you do all the editing and everything, we will do the publishing for you in the future. So once you finish editing, you just let us know, and then we will do the republishing for you. So do's and don'ts. Do not come in and just delete all the functionality tabs or edit information in the content without having a clear idea of what you're doing, because we have already set up your app in a way that is being pushed down for approval. So do's is, please go through our video tutorials and have a good idea of how the app works and how the backend works before you make any edits. Don'ts, please don't go in and start deleting tabs and content without having an idea of what you're doing, because this is going to help you out and it's going to be much easier for you. So that's about it in this chapter. I'm just going to wrap it up, and I will probably run through with you in chapter 3 of about functionality tab. So in chapter 3 we'll go straight to functionality tab. So I hope by now you have a clear understanding of what are the backend URL, what browser to use, how to log into our system, and basically what is the overview. That means what are the 5 main pages. Thank you so much for watching our tutorial, and we will see you in chapter 3.